the PS Livestock, Chairman of ASNET, Mr. Kantaria, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Ukraine, and Your Excellencies, the representative of the French government, and did I see the UK as well? Who did I see? I thought I saw somebody else from another embassy. Okay, good. All right. Private sector players, farmers present, most of young farmers and innovators, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to join you as we conclude the 5th National Agribusiness Summit 2025. This annual gathering brings together leaders from government, the private sector, academia, and development partners, each of us bound by a shared mission to transform agriculture into a dynamic engine of enterprise, innovation, and prosperity for all Kenyans. Agriculture remains the cornerstone of our national development agenda. It is the heartbeat of our rural economies, the source of our food and nutritional security, and the foundation upon which millions of livelihoods depend. It contributes not only to the exports and industrial growth, but also to the very stability of our nation. Yet for too long, we have viewed agriculture merely as a means of survival. The time has come for us to reposition it as a competitive, profitable, and technology-driven business sector capable of powering Kenya's transformation. The government of Kenya has made bold and deliberate policy commitments to drive this transition. Through the agricultural sector transformation and growth strategy and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we are undertaking reforms that cut across value chains, strengthen market systems, and modernize rural infrastructure. These frameworks are helping us to align county and national interventions, eliminate duplication, and deliver tangible results for our farmers and agripreneurs. One of our foremost priorities is market efficiency. For decades, our farmers have remained price takers in their own markets, vulnerable to exploitation and volatility. This must change. By strengthening aggregation centers, cooperatives, and digital marketplaces, we are connecting smallholder farmers directly to buyers, processors, and exporters. This will enable them to negotiate better prices, access new markets, and earn higher returns for their labor and investment. Equally important is value addition and agro-processing in Kenya. Kenya can no longer afford to export raw produce only to import processed goods at a premium. This practice drains national wealth and denies our youth jobs. We are therefore promoting local manufacturing and agro-processing to ensure that more value is retained within our borders. By supporting the establishment of cottage industries, cold storage facilities, and agro-industrial parks, we are not only improving farm incomes, but also creating sustainable employment, especially for women and young people who are the future of this nation. The future of agriculture lies in innovation, data, and technology. The Prime Cabinet Secretary's Office is working hand in hand with the Ministry of Agriculture and like-minded national and international institutions to build integrated digital ecosystems that will revolutionize service delivery. These systems support farmer registration, e-extension, digital input access, and real-time market intelligence. We are also encouraging counties to invest in agricultural data platforms that align with national systems such as the Kenya Integrated Agricultural Management Information System and the National Farmer Registration System. These will ensure that planning and resource allocation are based on credible data, that every farmer in Kenya is visible, reachable, and supported effectively. Innovation hubs and incubators will continue to play a pivotal role, linking youth-led startups and agri-tech innovators with public programs, financial institutions, and investors ready to scale transformative ideas. Distinguished participants, for agriculture to thrive, partnerships must deepen and coordination must strengthen. The government alone cannot achieve the transformation we seek. The private sector must lead in investment, processing, and logistics. Development partners must continue supporting financing, capacity building, and knowledge sharing. County governments must be empowered to implement programs at the grassroots where real transformation happens. My office remains committed to facilitating coordination across all these actors. We will continue to bridge the gap between policy and practice, ensuring that every initiative is aligned, efficient, transparent, and results-oriented. This approach will ensure that national ambitions translate into tangible benefits for farmers and rural communities. Let us remember that food security is national security. Every shilling invested in agriculture is an investment in Kenya's peace, stability, and long-term prosperity. When our farmers are empowered, they hold the power to transform this nation. From a net importer of food to a global exporter of value-added agricultural products that carry the mark of Kenyan excellence. As we deliberate in this summit, let us renew our collective resolve to invest boldly, be innovative fearlessly, and include everybody in this process. Let us forge partnerships that uplift farmers, strengthen markets, and secure the promise of agribusiness as a pathway to sustainable national transformation. Allow me to take this moment to congratulate all the winners of the National Agribusiness Excellence Awards 2025. Your achievements represent the best of Kenya's agricultural spirit, innovation, resilience, and enterprise in action. You have shown that farming is not just about producing food, but about creating value, jobs, and hope. Each of you stands as a shining example of what is possible when dedication meets innovation and when vision is matched by hard work. As we celebrate your success, may it inspire many more farmers, entrepreneurs, and partners across our nation to raise the bar, embrace technology, and drive agribusiness to even greater heights. Congratulations once again, and thank you for making Kenya proud. Together, let us turn Kenya's vast agricultural potential into real wealth, real jobs, and real change for our people. As I conclude, let me just acknowledge, Mr. Chairman, you've raised three fundamental points about the export duty around Ken trade. You've also raised the issue of the VAT challenges that are inhibiting the consolidation of a partnership between large exporters and flower growers with the small-scale flower growers, and of course the issue of quickly concluding trade engagements with India and other countries like Turkey. I'll comment briefly on this one and then the other two. On this issue around the trade conversations, I can assure you that the Ministry of Trade is really aggressively pursuing this. We hope, in the case of China, for us to be perhaps the second country in Africa to conclude a trade arrangement under the the preferential arrangement that was announced by the government. So we are pushing that quite aggressively. You've mentioned Turkey, it's important. India, we also are conversing, particularly in the areas around the phytosanitary issues, which continue to slow down this, and we hope we can crack that as well. On the export duties, I think I fully agree with you that export duties are not the best thing when you want to encourage exports from particularly our own manufacturers or even the small scale people. So this is something that we'll have to take up urgently so that we can encourage more exports from our various sectors. So on these particular issues, we will take it up and make sure that we can have a smile from the farmers the next time we are meeting on this particular issue. Finally, I just want to say that the whole idea of embracing technology is so important. Kenya is seriously becoming a benchmark, a beacon. The other day we had the president of Senegal. He came here and believe you me, one of the things that he was really keen on and seeking a conversation and help from the Kenyan is how to digitize their systems. So I can tell you as Kenyans, this is a moment where you should actually perhaps walk with a bit of gait or a bounce, if I may put it that way. Because you may not know it, but what you are achieving through innovation, through matters of digitization, whether it is for government services or private sector services, or the digitization going to the small-scale farmer, you're really setting a serious example, a positive one. And many African countries are now beginning to seek your support. So with what you're doing, you're going to become the capacity builders for the continent, the innovators that we are seeing here and what they're doing. You are really setting yourself up to become the exporters of technology and applications that have serious impact in Africa. So it's not been easy. It also comes with resistance, because in all this, sometimes some of these services, those who wish to continue stealing from the farmer, or stealing from the government, or stealing from other people, they will resist technology. They don't like those kind of innovations, because you're making it a cashless society. You're making technology flow, and so many people begin resisting such things. But most of all, I was a very proud Kenyan when I heard the president of Senegal saying, we want to learn from Kenya in this space. So you've done a good job. Continue doing that. And it's really the way for the future. So with those few remarks, politicians can speak for so long. Let me take my seat and wait to give the awards to the people who deserve those awards. Thank you, and God bless you.